So my story starts quite a few years ago in 2002. My parents were going downhill with their marriage. It was an instantaneous change in my life. Everything completely went upside down. And I had been in a private school my entire life, a private school that my family owned. It was a private church school. Everybody was very religious. It was, nobody was mean, everyone was nice. And then I was immediately thrown into a public school. There was this little church kid who couldn't do anything wrong and never got into arguments with anybody. Nobody was ever mean. Bullies were never around. And then all of a sudden, here I am, this short little kid in glasses with long hair, and I had to deal with a pretty decent amount of bullying through elementary school. But the stress of everything that I had gone through, I had never dealt with. I started to have migraines. And we're talking, I would throw up kind of migraines. You can't be in a lit room. There can be no noise in the house. And so I started to get those headaches in 6th grade. And I realized my eyes were getting worse and worse and worse. And I had stronger glasses and stronger glasses. And the doctor was like, well, your eyes are bad, but they're not causing your headaches. And from 6th grade on until the middle of my senior year of high school, I had these chronic migraines. And halfway through my senior year, I finally decided we really need to do something about it because it was really getting bad. And I went and got a brain scan, full MRI of your brain. And normally, if somebody has really bad migraines and they're going to stick with them, they have migraine splotches on their brain. And that was one of the biggest things that we were afraid of. And finally, the neurologist, the brain doctor, sat down in the office and said, what's bugging you? And this is a neurologist, not a psychiatrist, nobody else. What's bugging you? Because you've had these headaches and since your parents got divorced. And so something has got to be causing it, and it has to be stress related. And so I finally came to the realization that what had been seated in the back of my head for so long was that my parents got divorced when I was young, and I was never able to experience what it was like to have mommy and daddy at home without a stressful environment. On top of that, I never had a childhood. I went from being a little sweet kid that didn't do anything wrong in a private school to being in public school taking care of my little brother in the afternoons because there's no childcare. We just couldn't afford it. And so from that point, I was into adulthood, and I've never experienced a childhood. And that subconsciously got to me so badly that it was causing physical problems.